Hi everybody. Well, a couple of weeks ago I came out to the yard and something wasn't quite right, and I looked up and I saw this beautiful black bear just over there in the woodpile, and I looked away and it didn't register, and I said, oh yeah, it's a nice photograph, because it was absolutely frozen, looked just like a photograph. Then I did the double take and I went, oh, that's a black bear. So I let out a few big yells and he took off. A couple days later, Shadow came out with the dog, and he was right there at that woodpile. She let out a few yells and he took off over to the other side. But the little bugger got into our garbage box. He ripped the end off. Took all our garbage away. We still haven't found that. It's somewhere, right? I mean, it was. So anyway, I have to fix the garbage box, and I don't have any lumber right now. I only need a couple of sticks, so I'm going to square up some lumber. I'm going to hew some lumber with the trusty machete, right? And so basically, when you're hewing, basically what you're doing is you're taking off the round edges and you're making it square, right? You don't need to rush out to the, if you have wood, you don't need to rush out to the lumber yard and get, because you need some 2x2 or 2x4 or whatever. You don't need that. If you have some round stuff and you only need a couple of pieces, well, because the lumber yard is so far away from my place, right, I'll burn as much in gas as it will cost for time-wise, but it doesn't take long to do this anyway. But anyway, basically what I do is I go all the way up on one side, making notches. Now, if I cared about the dimensions, I would get there and measure it and run a chalk line or whatever, but for what I'm using this for, it really doesn't matter what the dimensions are. Anyway, next step is to square off. And basically, anybody who's used a chisel, right, it's the same type of deal. Now you can do this with a hatchet or an axe, it doesn't matter. I just find the machete much easier to work with. And there's your first flat surface, as you can see. Alright, so go on to the next. Flip it over 90 degrees. Then pick either side, straight as possible.
You want to be careful of your hand.
Oh yeah. Try not to hit your hand.
Especially when you live this far away from a hospital.
Yeah. Try to keep it as straight as possible, you know, like it doesn't have to be 100% square, all right? Oops. As you can see, we got 3 flat sides.
You know, I'm standing in an ant nest.
Oh, jeez. Poor ants. Thus, we have our square, well, got a bow in it, but like I said, it's just for a garbage box. Garbage box will have to be replaced at some point.
But in under 10 minutes, you can have a piece of lumber.
In under 10 minutes, you can have a piece of lumber. Right? For free.